when it comes to delivering things, when it comes to releasing things, right? As we say that we are releasing a batch or a feature or something like that, versioning you say it, but there are two terms which were, I think in 2010s or maybe earlier, were kind of hot: agile development and iterative development, right? Prior to that, people were like more doing things more of a waterfall. I think if audience don't know what waterfall is, maybe you can explain what waterfall is and what is this iterative and agile development is. Because the diagram we just saw, what's happening is each step happening. In analysis, I can assume, okay, it's a 3 years project and I am gaining or gathering all the requirements in first 6 months. In first 6 months, no development is happening, but that has changed, right? I will not be doing things like that. I will start my development from first month or maybe first week, and I will release it by feature. That's why we call it iterative development or something like that. What's your take on that, and what actually iterative or agile development is?
If you talk about the overall waterfall model that the projects or the industry used to follow previously, then it was basically a sequential model where we actually used to follow the software development life cycle in certain phases. Once one phase is done, then we used to move to the other one. And once that is done, then we used to the other one. And there was no going back to the previous phase. So the main drawback was like we were not able to include the overall feedback from the client. Like, for example, if there is one thing that we have provided to them, then we cannot go back and change certain things in that. So that was the major problem, because client was not involved from this whole overall process, and they were getting the things at the very end. And sometimes, it becomes shocking for them, like, this is not what we actually expected. And so that was the waterfall process that we used to follow. And I think it's still applicable in few of the projects if the requirements are quite clear and if the projects are small. In that case, I think you can still follow that, but that totally depends on the type and the nature of the project and the industry in which we are going to apply it. Like if I talk about some procurement related projects that are not much related to IT, where you have to set up certain things, and once those things are set up and the machinery or the hardware is there, then you'll be moving forward to the next step. And I think in that case, waterfall fits best. But if we talk about the IT industry, then I think for that, the requirements are quite evolving for the clients. They come up with a certain set of requirements, and then they come up, okay, you guys have completed that certain module. Now we want some changes, and we feel like, what you guys have done is good, but if you guys can accommodate these areas, then that would be great for us.
Why is that happening?
I think it's because of the overall changing industry. For example, if we are developing a certain website and we are coming with one POC that we are showing to client, and they're seeing it, and then they're seeing other models that are available and some good flashy websites that are also available there, then they'll probably pick few things from there, and then they'll tell you, okay, it would be good if we can, make such adjustments in our website as well. So that is one reason. And I think feedback is quite important, even if you're doing, any type of project. It's I think that gives you an idea that your client is actually satisfied.
So the shorter the feedback loop is, the better.
Yeah. The shorter the feedback loop is, it's quite better, because you are keeping client in the loop, and once you get feedback from them, and if they are satisfied, then I think we can make the overall project a success. But I think framework is important, but we cannot say that we can fit agile everywhere. I think the framework needs to be there so that you should have a good structure. And once the structure is there, then you can put blocks in it based on the type of your project, because every project is different and every client is different. We cannot, put the same process or the same framework for everyone, that, okay, we want to be agile, so we will apply agile or what you can say, the overall Scrum model everywhere.